All right, guys. Welcome to another edition of SDK Press Play. Right now, I have a music extraordinaire, an artist with me by the name of Chris Blue.
That's right, baby. What's up, King? What's up? How you feeling, baby?
Yes, blessed, man.
Yeah.
So let's jump into it, man. Obviously, a lot of people know you from putting your heart on music, singing your soul out on TV. When did music first start for you? When was it like this epic thing for you that you wanted to do?
Man, crazy thing, I've always known I was supposed to do music. Like most people, a lot of people I know get in it, and they enjoy it. They just love music, right? For me, my love for music was also like coupled with purpose. Like I've always felt like not only do I love this, but I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to use music for to like help other people. You know what I'm saying? So I've always known since I was a kid, man. I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. I did my first show at 3 years old. We was like the Jackson 5 or the gospel version of the Jackson 5, me and my family. I'm the youngest of 7. So yeah, I was singing in churches since I was like 3, first concert at 4. And I knew since then I'm supposed to do this.
Now, you guys were a group at one point, right? It was the Blue Brothers. When did you take it serious? Like, hey, I'm going to be a serious artist at this point.
Probably in high school, man. I had to make the decision. So I'm a big basketball fan. So like I'm the cat who I watch the NBA, college, everything. You know what I'm saying? And my team.
I was about to say.
Yeah. So we won the chip this year.
Okay.
We brought it home.
Respect. Yeah.
Yeah. We brought it home. I'm a huge LeBron fan. So me and the rest of us witness greatness once again this year. But yeah, man. So like when I was in high school though, I played ball, and I was my freshman year, I was like the I guess you could say the backup to the starting point guard or whatever. So he was leaving out as a senior, and I was starting to become groomed as potentially like the next guy to like take over the team as a sophomore. But I was doing music at the same time, and I couldn't choose. I had to choose, but I couldn't do basketball and music. I had to choose between the two. So that's when I knew, I probably should take this serious.
So if you could go back, would you choose basketball over music, or would you still remain the same?
Nah, I wouldn't choose basketball over music, man. Music is everything. But I will say this: if I wasn't an artist, bro, I'd be in the NBA.
Now, I love the way you're doing things right now. You're taking the last thing blue extremely to the next level, dyeing your hair blue. I mean, you're wearing the blue, and I threw in some blue too.
I see. Look, I didn't want to say no. I was like, yo, you did some research on your boy. Okay.
I was just trying to give you a little blue vibe, and I like it. But what makes you want to take blue to the next level?
So when you think blue, most people think blue instantly. They think sadness. They think, weariness, and just something that's just not up and happy. But there's so many different meanings to the word blue, right? And so when people see blue, I want them to see confidence. I want them to see loyalty. I want them to see passion. I want them to see a hard worker. Like this is the true definition. I want them to see royalty. You know what I mean? So that's why I wear it all the time, because when they see it, I want them to be reminded of the kind of the core values that I have, but also the core essence of what the word really means. And also, it's my name, so I'll try to wear it proudly,
I like that. Now, is the color blue what drove you to say, you know what, I'm going to go audition for one of the biggest music television shows out?
Man, I would say, to be honest with you, I didn't think I was good enough to be on the show. I didn't think I was going to win. I didn't think I was going to get through the blinds. I didn't think I was going to get through the open call auditions, if I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Like, I really felt like, it was something that was out of my league. I didn't think I was good enough. So I would say my faith somewhat, kind of put me in that direction. I had a moment where I was watching the show. So there was this time in my life where, life was extremely, extremely hard for me. I was, going from place to place. I didn't have a home. I was homeless, and then I finally got into some sort of, home and started to get my, feet settled a little bit. And I turned on the TV and I saw the show and I was like, those artists are incredible. I wish one day, like if I could just be on that stage, like what would it feel like to be on the Voice stage? You know what I mean? And then that's when I heard this audible voice in my head say, I want you to go try out for the Voice. And I was like, y'all don't know who in this house or who's talking to me right now, but y'all got the wrong one. This ain't for me. I'm not supposed to be on this show. I'm not that good. And then like the next season rolled around, the same thing happened. And the next season, the same thing happened. I believe it was God speaking to me, man, saying, I want you to go. And that's why I say, like, music is what I love, but I feel like there's something else that's like pulling me to do music. Cause if I wasn't an artist, bro, I would be in the league. I'm telling you right now, King,
Okay.
I'd be in the NBA, hands down.
Yeah, hands down. But we're gonna have to figure out something, maybe a little one-on-one or something like that. Cause
you don't want that smoke, King. Look,
what?
You don't want it. Okay. Listen, you don't want that.
Okay.
I'll spare you. Okay. We play horse. How about that?
Around the world.
Around the world. Yeah.
I'm with that. So how many seasons did you wait before you actually said, you know what, this is my time. I'm gonna go audition for NBC The Voice and I'm gonna make it happen?
I waited about 3 or 4 seasons. Like I first felt this unction to go try out. I think it was like season 8. Right. And so season 9 rolled around 10. And then finally when season 11 came, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. But by that time, it's too late. You can't jump on mid-season. So I had to wait till 12.
Sheesh. And the rest is history, man. Now, you got some cosigns. Alicia Keys looked like she vibed with you all the way through, man. But I know your story is that Alicia Keys is the real person who gave you your flow.
Yeah.
How about that? Let's talk about Alicia Keys, like co-signing and jumping in your corner.
Man, it was crazy, man. I remember the audition. Like, I'm real cool with a lot of them up there on the show. And the vocal coach came to me like right before my audition and was like, hey man, listen, when you go out there, I need you to sing your face off. And I'm like, but okay, but ain't that what we all supposed to do? Supposed to do our best? But the way she said it, it was like she was trying to tell me something without telling me something, And so when I went out there, I did my best. And to my surprise, man, honestly, I didn't think I would get a turn, but Alicia turned around and she was like with me from jump. And she didn't make it easy. Like she made me work. She made your man's work. We had moments where like she wanted me to do a certain song. I didn't want to do that song. I wanted to do something else. And so we had moments where we just kind of went back and forth, but we always came together in the end. And as you can see, it all worked out. I think it was the perfect partnership for sure. Sure.
Yeah. So what's life after, coming on NBC The Voice, winning season 12, and now you're a premier artist, so to speak, and, everybody's looking at you like, what's next? Are you collaborating with Alicia Keys? Are you signing to Alicia Keys? What's the next goal?
Well, the next goal, man, honestly, is to continue in my efforts as a music artist. See, The Voice was a platform, right? It's a platform that you use to, get out in front of people and expose to the world your message, your heart, whatever it is you want to expose to them. And so we did that. We accomplished that. And the goal after that is to just further do that, right, on the next level. So I kind of look at The Voice as college, and I view Post Voice as just kind of being out of college. You're graduating now, and you're stepping into the real world, and you got to, find your way and make your statement, and get your foot, cemented, in the ground. So the goal is that in the same, continue to win. You know what I mean? We went on the show, we want to keep winning.
Do you feel like it's still some hardship there? Like we're trying to get to the next level as an artist, even though you just won off a national television show? Do you feel like it's still a lot of pressure and it's hard for you to like really get your music out there to the masses?
I feel like, honestly, man, it just depends on how you look at it. There's pressure. I used to believe in pressure a lot. I don't believe in pressure like that anymore because, what is pressure? what is it? Like, I grew up from a background where I was told, be anxious for nothing. You know, God got you. It's gonna happen. If it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. So what is pressure? Like, what is that? So I don't. I feel like the road and the work is continuous. You know, like it's still hard. I'm still working 17-hour days. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. I've been up working since like 6 this morning. So I mean that's the same. But as far as like trying to make it, like I look at it like this. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, and as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, then I won.
And it's gonna happen.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. You just put a whole new demographic to thinking about the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Earlier, somebody was telling me, you know, pressure is a privilege. And so when I heard that, I was just like, oh, okay, that's a new way of thinking about things. So you kind of just broke it down a little bit further for me. I appreciate you. Let's talk about how COVID-19 has influenced you and helped you to navigate through artistry, through life. I know you've been dealing with some things before music, in between music, and now you're at a new level. How has COVID-19 affected you?
I mean, it has affected me, obviously, like everybody else. I can't get out and perform and be in front of people and like sing and, you know, get on stage and dance and, you know, do my thing. But what it has shown me was that I have a brand that is pandemic proof, right? And people's like, yo, what do you mean when you say you have a pandemic proof brand? Like, bro, we not working. What you talking about? Like, here's what I mean when I say like I have a pandemic proof brand. The way to create a pandemic proof brand is you have to have 3 essential elements, right? And this involves the people around you. So this keeps your brand proof from pandemic, right? That's the whole point of the circle that surrounds you. They're there to guard, they're there to safeguard and protect and be the proof against, you know, attacks and, you know, different things like that. Well, these are the 3 essential things that I learned that I needed to have coming off The Voice. I needed to have a core group of people around me, right, who believed in me, number 1. A core group of people around me who would root for me, right? Cheer me on. And a core group of people around me who would invest in me. Right? So those are the 3 things, man, that we've been able to, you know, continue to have and capitalize on. Now, mind you, COVID-19 has reshaped how I do stuff. I love one-on-one. We got to do this interview on Zoom, so I can't, you know, have that connection, but I'm still able to, you know, eat. We ain't hungry, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's because of the people around me. Like, I really accredit that even to the city of Knoxville, like where I am. You know, Knoxville believes in its own. Knoxville invests in its own. Knoxville roots for its own. And so having this city to support you, like whatever you need, if you need food, if you need clothes, if you need, you know, just whatever it is that you need on down to the bare minimal, like they got you. And I feel like it's very important to have that. You have to have those 3 key essential elements in order to provide a pandemic-proof brand for yourself.
A lot of people talk about, you know, having that help, that assistance, finding your tribe. How long have you been in Knoxville? How long have you been able to find your tribe?
I've been in Knoxville for a long, like 20 years now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in Knoxville for a long time, but I stepped out into, well, you know, I've been singing in churches around here for a long time. So I've been in Knoxville for quite a while. I didn't understand the value of making sure your home was taken care of until, you know, I was on the show and I came off the show. Then it was just like, you know what, I can go here, I can go there. And I did. I traveled everywhere, out of the country, in country, international, did all of that, performed in places. But I wanted to make sure I took care of home first, because charity starts at home. You know, if your home is taken care of, then it frees you up to go and take care of other things and other people. So that's what I wanted to do.
Now, you're originally from Florida. You don't go back to Florida at all?
It's been a while since I've been back to Florida, man. I do go back, but it's just been a long, long time. And I do claim them. I do claim Florida. I love Polk County. That's where I'm originally from. You know what I mean? Old Central, Polk County backwood, dirty home, down south, deep down wood, Florida. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from, and I love it. You know?
It came out there. Your accent came out.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Outside of COVID-19, how are you feeling about the political stance and the way things are flowing? A lot of people are dying because of their color, their skin. I mean, it's just a lot going on in this world right now. And I feel like people are being forced to pick a side. And if they don't pick a side, people are just looking at them differently. What's your take on what's happening politically in this country?
Man, to me, it's yet another pandemic. That's how I look at it. You know, it's been a hard road for Black people, obviously, people of color, all minorities. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like mentally, like it's been I've got a ton of white friends that I talk to about this very situation to help them understand what I'm going through. Like I had to sit down with, my family, was just like, yo, I'm kind of nervous to even leave the house to go out, because again, if somebody don't know you, you cross the wrong dude who's having a terrible day, that could be the end of yours. And so I feel like there's a lot, if I can just be frank, man, it's our options. Is there any way we can get a third term out of Obama? Is that possible?
I mean, we would have asked that a long time ago, probably.
Yo, is that possible? Like, I do feel like, though, we are at a crossroads in history. We as people collectively have to make a decision. Are we going to finally figure out a way to see each other equally and get along so we can enjoy the rest of all of our lives together and continue in the efforts of building a community and building our society and our world into a better place before we all inevitably have to die and leave? Or do we decide to continue things as normal, the inequality, the bigotries, the what I call the blind eyes, where we turn in blind eyes to certain things and we highlight in other things? Like, if we're going to continue in that way, then get ready for the end of what we know as life itself. Because if we don't find a way to come to a common ground in which serves every human being on this planet equally, then inevitably we all demise ourselves. And so that's kind of how I see it. I feel like as a Black person, it's my job to remain educated and remain out in the forefront, talking, screaming, shouting, and getting people to understand what's going on and showcasing and highlighting that and promoting and trying to provoke change in our country. That's my job. But I also feel like it's the white man's job to do that, because we can't do it alone. We've been screaming for a long time. We've been screaming all of our lives, our grandparents' lives, their grandparents. We've been screaming and shouting and fed up. We need y'all to do something now.
Somebody else got to step in.
They got to step in. They just have to. You say you love me, well, I need you to step up and stand with me, right? Stand up, stand out, and make sure you do it every time. So that's where we are.
You spoke about being a change agent as a Black person. Do you feel like there's a big responsibility as an artist to put out music centered around inequality and bigotry?
I feel like, yeah. It is. I feel like, especially if it's in you, right? If that's in you, definitely let that come out. But also because music plays such a big role in society, period. You take music out of society, what you have. Try having a wedding with no music. Go to that reception and tell them we ain't playing nothing. Nothing. No Biggie, no Pac. We ain't playing You make me happy. We ain't playing none of that. We ain't playing none of it. You try to have that wedding without, what you gonna, no. Try watching a commercial without music. Try watching TV. Sports. It's a universal language. It's something that I feel like is not only valuable to society, but it's essential. So you need it. You know what I'm saying? And if that's another platform that we can use to, evoke and provoke change, absolutely, we got to use it. We got to use it. And yeah. So go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, nah, you're good. You're good. I was digging it. Now let's jump around a little bit. In terms of music, when are we going to see a new single? When are we going to see new music? When are we going to see the all new Chris Blue? I've been looking at your Instagram. There's only 3 posts there. On Twitter, you're absent. You only got a couple retweets. What's going on?
Well, man, I've been in the dark, man. I've been in the lab. I've been trying to. COVID, unfortunately, but fortunately, has caused me to reinvent myself, and take a step back and evaluate. And so that's what I've been doing, man. I've been in the lab. We've been in the studio working hard. Hard hours. But we got music coming real soon. You can expect it. Huh?
2021?
Nah, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, we got music coming out. You'll see it in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we got a name for any singles? Do we got a name for an album?
Absolutely. So we got a single coming out called Back to the Future, right? It's a single about love and unity, but it's basically a message in it, that's just telling everybody, not just speaking to our people and speaking to the minorities, but it's speaking to the majority, speaking to white people, Black people. It's speaking to everybody, saying, listen, this is the way history has been. I've seen my grandmother deal with this. She's talked about her mama dealing with this. My mama's dealt with this. Now I'm dealing with this. And if you don't hear what I'm saying right now, you talk about no justice, no peace. Excuse me, I'm about to say something. Listen, we gonna say it louder and louder and louder until you hear what we gotta say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's called Back to the Future, man, because it's kind of the play on, like, we've been dealing with it since then and we still dealing with it. So it's kind of splash from the past.
I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to see what it sounds like. Now I want to know, I was curious, you grew up doing gospel music and now you're listed as a soul artist. Is there a particular genre of music that you stand by?
Yeah, man, I honestly, like, this is gonna sound crazy, King, but I try not to box myself too heavy into like a specific lane. Like the sonic of music is what it is. It's gonna sound like whatever it sounds like, whether it's soul, whether it's gospel, whether it's R&B, funk, hip hop, trap, whatever it is. It's gonna sound like whatever it sounds like. For me, I don't classify myself necessarily as a music artist. It's more so like a hope artist, like a hope dealer. Like I'm in this to change lives and inspire people and give them hope. So that's really what I'm chasing after. That's really what I'm going after, per se. Not necessarily chasing, but that's really my end goal. I had a hard time, mentally and eternally, like dealing with, okay, I grew up in church, I sang gospel for a majority of my life, and now I'm in the mainstream world. Like, how's my family gonna take it? How are other, church people gonna take it? Like, am I now a sinner and a renegade, and am I accepted? Will y'all still love me type deal? But I had to get over and overlook what people thought and what people felt. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized, and I had confirmations of this over and over, like, again, what I'm doing is so much bigger than me just doing music, right? So music is just a gift that I'm utilizing, the vehicle that's putting me in front of people, and that's it. That's what I'm using music for. But really, I'm after something much, much greater, much, much bigger.
Okay. Well, the blue light is on, as we say.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Outside of music, are we going to get more of Chris Blue diving into merch, diving into acting, all types of other endeavors, because I know you're capitalizing on the color blue. Are you trying to buy the color blue at a point? Like,
Got you. That's a great. I do have this dream. I want to create and patent my own personal shade of blue. So we working on that. I am working on a couple movies. I got a script in the other day I can't talk about, but I got a script in that I'm looking over right now. We're gonna do merch. I got this crazy sea blue line that's getting ready to come out. So y'all be looking out for that. When you see blue, I want you to see love, right? Because blue looks like love. So that's our tagline that we tag into our merch. It's gonna be crazy, man. Like all things blue. And no, I'm not affiliated with any gangs, anything. Like blue is that's my birth name. That's the name mama gave me and daddy gave me. So okay. I'm not trying to I'm not affiliated, but I do love the color blue. And I do think it's something that's gonna help change this world. So yeah, we got merch. I got acting coming. All of the above, bro. I just got a sponsorship. I don't know if I can talk about it just yet, but we just got sponsored. So I'm connected to another major brand, which I'm thankful for. It's a lot of moving parts going on right now, bro. I'm mentally exhausted, to be honest with you. It's a lot. A lot's been crammed in the last 3 months.
It's a good reason to be exhausted. It's a good reason to be exhausted.
It is, for sure.
Give me 5 blue things that you can't live without.
Ooh, dope question. All right, so 5 blue things. This blue hat. I have to say my blue jeans. I wear blue jeans like almost every day. I would say my blue parents, my blue family, right? All my blue family. My blue wife. And the last blue, I would say probably my blue wallet, because I need to live that. I need that.
He said, I need that. That's good, man. Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure, man. Anything else you want to put out there for people to look for you, to find you, things that you want people to know about Chris Blue before we get out of here?
Absolutely, man. Follow me on Facebook, Chris B Live, or if you could just, facebook.com/Real Chris Blue. Make sure you guys are following me on there. Follow me on Instagram at Chris B Live, on Twitter at Chris Blue Live. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'm mentally exhausted, bro. It's been a long day. Stay tuned. We got a lot of music that's coming. Watch out for your boy on the big screen. We're working on that, working on merch, working on partnering with some brands, some smell good lines and all of that stuff. So just be on the lookout for me, but make sure you follow me on all my social platforms.
There it is. Well, thank you, man. It was a pleasure to talk with you. And you dropped some gems today, man, things that people could take and really just dump into their everyday lifestyle. So it's cool. The blue lifestyle will continue to flourish.
That's dope. King, I appreciate you, fam.
Appreciate you.
Me make the situation worse, man. Is he on me? Worse, man. Rap shit is easy. Every beat I get, I murder, man.